Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you the very first general readings of a brand new year, January 2024, January 1st to the 15th, the first half of January. I hope everyone's doing well as we move into a brand new year. I hope everyone had wonderful holidays. Thanks for being here. Please do hit that like button, share and subscribe as well if you feel like it. Thanks for doing so, for commenting, reaching out for personal readings. Those of you who refer and recommend, thank you always so much. Okay, Cancer. If your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign is in Cancer, if you're cross-watching for a Cancerian, this video is for you. General readings, of course, may resonate a little differently for everyone. If you know any of your other signs, watch those videos as well for additional insight. If something hits home with you and you'd like to maybe take a deeper look, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style. If you're interested in a personal reading, email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that info by clicking the description of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you the same day with the information. I offer a pretty wide variety of readings, all areas of life, different styles, lengths, types, costs, budgets. There's something in there for everyone. And still popular right now are the 6 and 12 month overviews I do, which give you a look ahead in all areas of life for the next 6 to 12 months. And you can order them any time of the year. A lot of people order them, like to order them towards the end of one year, beginning of the next year as we're moving into a new year. So something to keep in mind as well. I also do readings full time, so I'm pretty diligent about timely scheduling of readings if that's important to you. So again, email me. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, Cancer. I am using the Tarot of Dreams, clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. Let's see what the first half of January 2024 looks like for you, Cancer. We begin with the 5 of Swords, a hard-won victory, winning at all cost, no matter what, even if it means you have to leave behind people, places, situations. This is a very ambitious, very single-focused energy. It's a victory card technically, but it's not a hard victory, and it may cost quite a lot. I mean, the question is always, is something worth the cost or not of achieving it? And, only you can answer that. With the 5 of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Coins or Pentacles, the Knight of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The Knight of Coins. So Knights represent offers and opportunities for change. Knights always have a mission and a quest, right? They take what they learned as pages and they begin to go forth into the world to manifest. So this is the Knight of Earth. He's a little slower than the other knights. He's not slow per se. None of the knights are slow, not even the Knight of Earth. They're the movers and the shakers of the tarot, right? They always want to go out and build and begin to manifest things, right? The Knight of Coins is just a little slower because he's the Knight of Earth. He's more cautious, he's detail oriented, but he always crosses the finish line. He always accomplishes his mission and quest. So this is an offer and opportunity for some of you. It might be more practical in nature. It might be a job offer or opportunity, something concrete. I mean, it can be love and romance too, but there's definitely a practical aspect to it, but a very sure, steady one. With the 3 of Coins, teamwork, collaboration, working together to build something long-lasting, stable, and secure. Compromise and negotiation, mediation sometimes. Particularly for those who are mediating any kind of financial or material issues in any kind of legal situations. With the Chariot, similar to the 5 of Swords, only more so because this is major arcana energy, of course. The Chariot is success on what might be a challenging path. It might be difficult, it might not be difficult, but it does require pulling together an awful lot of resources, skills, knowledge, people perhaps, because when you think about the Chariot, I mean, the Chariot references the old Roman medieval chariot races, right? It took a lot to control those things, and there could only be one victor at the end, right? You had to control the chariot, the wheels of the chariot, the animals that were in charge of it, your own skills, your own strength. It's about pulling together all of your resources in order to have some kind of successful conclusion or outcome, the goal that you want. You know, you could look at it like, I want to make this beautiful cake. Well, in order to make this beautiful cake, you have to, you know, first gather up all the ingredients. You have to have your recipe, or at least a basic recipe. You have to gather up all your ingredients. You have to gather up all your tools, and the work actually starts. You have to do it in certain stages, right? I mean, there's all these things that have to go into that end result of making a beautiful cake. The chariot is like that. Whatever your end goal is, it's about pulling together and pulling together all of these things. It could be a new work project, joint opportunity for the two, for you and somebody else, or a small group of people. A new project. Next, we have the Ace of Swords. So Ace are the number one, the start of something new, a new opportunity, an opportunity to start down a new path. This is the Ace of Air, or intellect. I mean, air is the element that governs the suit of swords, which governs our brain, our belief systems, ideologies, perspectives, right? So the Ace of Swords is kind of like my epiphany card, the light bulb going off over your head, seeing something for the truth of what it is, you know, having a brand new, fresh perspective on something. Some of you, it may be like that aha moment, or all of a sudden you're seeing something in a different kind of way. With death, endings, final endings, transformation, rebirth. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is strength. Facing fears, doubts, insecurities, struggling with your own, you know, issues, facing your own perhaps character defects or things that you know, that are difficult for us to look at. I mean, you can infer, Cancer, or anybody that's watching, you can infer the basic theme of a reading by what, if any, major arcana cards show up as well. They kind of point towards the focus. I mean, the specific focus of the overall energy is strength, but strength in what, right? The strength is about facing fears, doubts, insecurities. That chariot is about pulling together and pulling together everything that you need to accomplish a certain goal. Death is about final endings and transformations of you know, final endings and transformations, leaving something behind once and for all, out with the old, in with the new. This is walking away and not looking back. And then strength is facing fears, doubts, insecurities. It takes strength, courage, wisdom, humility to do that, especially to look at the part in maybe unpleasant parts of ourselves and the part we've had to play in situations we don't like as well. All of those character traits it takes to have the strength to do that is also what you gain more of. So we can infer here that there's some kind of major thing in front of you. I mean, there's always some version of this going on in life, right? Some major path, some major thing in front of you that can be accomplished. But it's going to require some strength in order to do that. Something needs to end. And I feel like also what may be ending for some of you, and this is a bit similar to Leo's reading, which I did earlier today. I feel like part of what has to end for you, and some of you may be seeing this like in maybe kind of that aha moment, is trying to make something that you have been involved with, trying to make it be a certain thing, even though it never really seemed to quite work, or it never really seemed to quite fit. You were just determined. You told yourself whatever you needed to tell yourself in order to keep pushing at the thing. But I think that one of the things you're waking up to, some of you, is that, you know what, I need to move on, you know. I mean, there's that saying, anything worth having is worth fighting for, and there is a certain amount of truth to that. But if it's a constant struggle, or constantly painful, or constantly, you know, requiring great sacrifice, I mean, the kind that does not have a beginning, a middle, and an end, you know, there's a certain amount of maybe hardship or sacrifice we put ourselves through in order to achieve something at the end, but it should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Otherwise, it becomes really unhealthy. It turns into that devil card energy, right? And some of you here are waking up to the fact that, you know what, I'm not going to push at this thing anymore. I'm going to cut it free. I'm going to let go, and I'm going to move forward here. It may be with a job. It may be with a relationship. I mean, it could be anything. That's for some of you, because for some of you, this Three of Coins and the Chariot, you know, the Five of Swords, it's very determined energy. It's almost like having to, you know, it's like you're determined to force something to be what you think it should be or what you want it to be, and then seeing that, no, you know what, it shouldn't be this way. I just need to let this thing go. But let's clarify. That's for some of you. Others of you, there's a new offer or opportunity in front of you. It's going to require all of your skills, talents, resources, all of that, in addition to working with other people or working with someone else. But it's also going to require a total ending of something, right? Moving forward. And for those of you for whom that resonates, it also may be that if you, in fact, choose this new path, it may be that somebody or maybe even a group of people are not going to agree with what you're doing. And that takes a certain amount of strength too. Okay, let's clarify that overall energy of strength. I mean, that's pretty much the whole reading right there. But let's get a few other cards here. Overall energy, strength. The High Priestess and the Hermit. Wow, very powerful spiritual energy. Yeah, this is following what you know. You know your intuition. Some people call it gut instinct, higher self, that connection to spirit that's like, this is it. I know this is the right path for me. Strength implies that there's going to be some kind of struggle, right? It may struggle in following your intuition. It may be that it's a path that you have to walk alone, even though it looks like there's partnership with other people. For some of you, it may be that you know, especially if maybe you're taking a new job, new work, new project. Maybe you have to move in order to do it. It feels like you're going to have to go against what other people are thinking or their own opinions. You know, in following that intuition. That's what I'm seeing here for some of you. For a lot of you, actually. Let's take a look at that win at all costs energy, Five of Swords with that steady Eddie, Knight of Coins. This is like, I'm going to do this thing. You know, it's interesting. It's that this slow but sure, this steady opportunity and this collaboration or teamwork energy is in a way flanked before and after with these two cards that represent very determined energy. You know, no matter how much work I have to put in, effort, compromise, negotiation, you know, even though it might not be the fastest moving thing, I'm determined to make this happen. I mean, it's very determined energy here. The Magician and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, taking a look at your resources, taking a look at the efforts you've put into something, asking yourself, what do I have to show for all this work I've been putting into manifesting something? Three of Coins, the Chariot. Actually, that would be the Knight of Coins. The Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands. By message or messenger, Spirit is bringing this offer or opportunity to you. You can say no to it. You can always say no. We have free will, free agency, as I'm fond of saying. But here, Spirit is bringing an opportunity, and it feels like it may be coming from someone or a group of people you already have some kind of connection with. Let's look at this Three of Coins, the Chariot. Death, the Fool, and the Moon. Oh my goodness. Look at these three major arcana cards. We have Death again. We have the Fool, which is starting a whole brand new chapter, a whole new life cycle, stepping out into the unknown, taking a chance, taking a risk. The Moon, I have no idea where this path is leading. I'm not sure if, I mean, this is on a faith. This is walking a new path, starting a brand new cycle on faith. And that cycle, again, it may be a new collaboration. It could be love and romance. I'm not picking up a whole lot of that, but it might be for some of you. It feels more like work, financial, material issues, collaboration, starting something new, and like it's completely new. I mean, for some reason I keep getting this message in my head for somebody out there or a small group of people that you're making a decision that would require actual physical relocation, like far away physical relocation, maybe for work, money, something like that. There's something being brought to you, presented to you, that Spirit, it looks like Spirit is bringing to you. for a reason, for a purpose. The Chariot. The Knight of Pentacles again, which is the same as the Knight of Coins. The Ace of Pentacles, new job, moving, relocating, new projects. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles, financially, materially, it's very good. Independence, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment. The Chariot again behind that. Goodness. There's such strong, determined energy here. Ace of Swords and Death. Five of Swords again, and the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Fire. Clarify death. Yeah. Five of Wands, Ten of Swords. Yeah, conflict. Internal conflict with yourself, external conflict with other people. I get it. This is what I felt in the beginning. Ten of Swords, surrendering to a painful ending. I mean, it may be that some people aren't going to agree with what you're doing, with the decision that you're making moving forward, regardless of what it's for. It feels like for some of you, this is encompassing all of your life. Even if it's love and romance, it looks like there's this strong energy again of just a major change. Moving, relocating for some of you will be part of what has to happen on this new path. Even if it's a love and romance offer, again, it feels like there's major change here, and it feels like to other people, and maybe even to you, you may be feeling like you're doing it out of the blue. You know, like Spirit drops something in your lap and you just like change your entire life in this decision. And other people, I feel like some of you may get flack, if not a lot of you may get flack from other people. They may be hurt. They may feel betrayed. They may just, but it's about surrendering to the fact that no matter what, which, remember, is the ultimate theme of this reading, of the focus of this time for the first half of January, remember, which means that no matter how other people react or how it's seen, even if it's painful or challenging for you, it's facing all of that in order to follow what you instinctively know is right for you. Six of Swords, healing too. Yeah. And it's an appropriate way to start a new year, right? I mean, the Fool card. All right. Any advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit for Cancer for the first half of January 2024? Four of Wands and the Hierophant. Interesting. This is traditional marriage energy for some of you. Maybe that's the decision you're making. It's walking down a tried and true path that's about stability, security, especially where a home and family is concerned. Can also represent unexpected blessings and happy surprises in the most conventional of atmospheres. Don't let your own fears, doubts, insecurities, justifications, and excuses, I can't because of this, and I can't do this because of that, and I can't because of the other thing, keep you from your heart's desire, your wish fulfillment. I mean, the Eight of Swords is somebody who says, I can't walk down a new path. I can't do this because of this, because of that, because of the other thing. All the reasons and justifications we give ourselves because we're really afraid. We're afraid to disconnect from the things we have connection to. We're afraid, even if they're not great things, we're afraid to step into the unknown. So we say, oh, I can't because of this. I can't because I have these obligations. I can't because fill in the blank, right? But that will keep you from your wish fulfillment, your heart's desire here. Don't let that happen. Don't tell yourself that you can't do that. And there's an energy here of home and family happiness as well for some of you. So again, a spirit-driven new path in front of you. Okay, Cancer. I think I'll leave that there. Those are your messages for the first half of January 2024. I hope you found them useful, gave you some validation or some food for thought. If it did resonate with you, if you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style, please email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. You can also see that info by clicking the description link with this video. You'll see my email address there. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the January mid-month readings. Stay safe and well. I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.